Hello, everyone. Welcome to Developing Palates. I am Aaron Loomis coming to you from the Drew Estate Studio. With me today is Jiunn, Lou, Seth, guys, John McTavish. How you guys doing?
Good, man.
Good, man. I'm excited to talk about one of my favorite factories today.
All right, so let's get into it. We are talking about the Joya de Nicaragua Dos Cientos. Cigar is a Toro Extra, 6x54. Comes out of the Joya de Nicaragua factory in Nicaragua. I don't know how many times we can say Nicaragua. Wrappers from is Ecuadorian Habano. Binder is from Mexico. Filler is from Nicaragua, Honduras, and the Dominican Republic. Price point is $17, and the cigar was released in October of 2021. So with all that out of the way, Jiunn, what was your overall experience like with this cigar?
Fantastic cigar. Strangely, I did not like any Joya releases until this one of this year. So good to end on a good note.
Well, that's wrong.
What other ones did you not like? We reviewed two other ones, no?
PT20 and the TAA.
Yes, I did not like either. I didn't like either of those. Surprisingly, I didn't like them because typically I do like Joya. So anyways, great flavors. It was it's like a lot of this like prunes, like sometimes when you're backed up, you eat a nice sweet prune. Right?
I was thinking of those the candies when you puree the prune and you form it into like a candy thing or whatever and put some coconut
Hey
on
man,
top.
whatever makes you stop the blockage. You know what I'm saying? You can eat those too. Whatever you want,
That's
man.
what I do.
Yeah. So those are the kind of sweet prunes I got, the ones that you take when you're backed up. Delicious. Got some baking spices, sweet bread, and a little bit of a semi-sweet chocolate. Medium strength, medium body. Thank you, Joya. Next.
All right,
this
John,
is
I'm
never
going to
gonna
you
check.
next. The Seth needs a couple of minutes to, recover.
Oh,
But
Yeah.
go ahead, John.
Seth,
So
where you
it's-
going? Seth, come back. Okay.
Jiunn, you always fucking get me going with that shit. And I'm always the one who has to go next. And I'm like, damn it, I don't know where he's going to go with this. I did not get the sweet prunes you take when you're a little backed up. Nuts, tobacco, green apple. I got some like chocolate chips. It was just a really complex cigar. There was herbal notes, there was spices, leather. Geez, I've lost it. There's tons of flavors in this cigar. I smoked a handful of them, and I found that they always were complex. Transitioning, I was getting tons of different flavors. Really nice burn and draw as well. What did I? Medium full strength. I don't know.
Right, John.
So I think what Jiunn is describing is prune sweetness. I actually would I have my notes down as barrel aged sweetness. So to me, it was like I think it was like a bourbon barrel maybe or a rum barrel. And I have no basis for saying that because it's not disclosed. But to me, that was that kind of like oak aged deep sweetness that I got off the tobacco. Some really nice aged wood, baking spices, milk chocolate. Honestly, I put in my notes that the first third was a lot more delicate than I thought. Like I figured it was going to be more medium bodied, and it actually started for me very light plus, and I was quite taken aback. And then the second third was kind of wooden and chocolate, a little bit of mild tannins, but in a good way, if you can say that. And then the last third was a little bit kind of wood forward, which is still all right, but didn't have the same complexity as the first two thirds. Burn was perfect. Draw had a bit of resistance on the ones I smoked, just about 2.5, 3 notches. It was a good blend. On its own, it was a great cigar to smoke. After a string of really average reviews in 2021, this was like walking the desert and seeing a big oasis, but instead of water, it's like Tonya beer or whatever, and you're like, and it's crispy cold, and you're like, oh my god, finally, that's what it's like smoking this cigar. So, Aaron, what about you?
Yeah, for me, the cigar began with a very mellow combination of cedar, floral notes, light mustiness, got some chalkiness that joined in kind of quickly. Second, third saw the cedar gain a toast note, some dry earth paired up with that chalkiness. Cigar had an average flavor profile throughout. Had a good base, just didn't provide any supporting notes to really elevate it up. Had a really tight draw, so that probably played some effects on that. I was continually needing to take deliberate draws on it. The burn also wasn't that great, so I think some of these construction issues probably played into my experience. But I'll come back to this cigar down the road just to kind of see if maybe some time or a better constructed version gives me a different experience. So after we get through the scores, you'll see that I'm the outlier and not liking the cigar. So obviously it's a good cigar. Just I don't think I had I just didn't have a good constructed cigar, and it had, issues with the flavor experience from that. So getting into the scores, start at the top with Seth, 7.42. Jiunn gave it a 7.17. John gave it a 6.52. I gave it a 5.25.
Damn.
So, Seth, how'd that 7.42 match up for you?
So, man, when I get behind a cigar, I get behind it. And when I kill a cigar, I kill it. So
that's a Dodge Ram getting behind it. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, Joya knows how to make a good blend, whether they're just using Nicaraguan tobacco or a whole slew of countries. It's a complex blend. I had nice construction. Kind of an advanced smoker cigar, if that makes sense. I don't want to.
You're saying I'm not an advanced smoker. What you're saying, Seth.
That's not what I'm
Yes,
saying.
he is. He's saying that. Yes.
I get it. I can take it.
No, that's not directed
Throwing
at
shade
you at all. But no, it's just kind of, it's a complex cigar. And as with you having smoking issues, it's not going to help the situation.
Yeah. All right, Jiunn, 7.17.
Yeah, this is totally when I stand behind a cigar, I stand behind Seth.
Damn right you stand behind me, motherfucker.
When you stand behind a cigar, you're developing palate strong.
For tough. Okay. I basically agree with everything, all the sentiments that Seth just talked about. I agree in the sense that it's like if you're a new cigar smoker, you pick something up like this, like it's hard for new cigar smokers to pick out flavors, because I think a lot of new cigar guys that I've met recently, which is mainly through like my whiskey forum folks, I realized they don't look for flavors. They just like the ritual of blowing out smoke, you know what I mean, and like looking at the smoke. So with something like this that does have so much complexities, it's hard to pick out as a newer cigar guy. So not for seasoned cigar guys like Aaron Loomis, Yeah. Okay.
All right, John, 6.52.
I mean, dude, I'm the third highest score. I thought I was going to be at least the second highest score. I'm like, damn, apparently I'm a hater. No, this is a good cigar. I've other than the GT20, which I think was a bit of a miss, Joya de Nicaragua kind of puts out cigars, and I just at this point can buy them blind because I'm guaranteed a good plus experience, and construction's always excellent. They've been one of the most consistent companies for construction in the last 2 years. So, and I'm trying to think, I don't think I've visited any factory more than I've visited Joya de Nicaragua. I think I've been there like 7 times. Anyways, all that to say, matches up pretty well. Aaron?
Yeah, my score matches with my experience. I mean, I didn't have a good draw. I didn't have a good burn. And I think that just played into the flavor profile. So bummer. I mean, I would have really liked to have been having the same experience you guys were. So I have a couple more. I'll go back to them. And
are you going to ask for a written apology from David?
No.
Okay.
No.
Just throwing it out there.
Yeah. All right. Final thoughts on this guy from you guys.
I was just being a jerk. No, I honestly, I don't know what they're gonna do for 2022. Like they keep putting out these releases that are like, contenders for top cigar of the year, and they're just like, yeah, I'm just put it out. There you go. So I don't know what they're gonna do for 2022. Like I feel like their portfolio is pretty stacked.
Definitely, yeah, massive portfolio.
I mean, don't you just feel though like they have their portfolio under control and they know what they have? So now they're just kind of doing
whatever.
Small limited releases. And
Like
they're just
kind
"Yeah,
of
we're just
kind of
gonna
like
do it."
Blackworks, like where they're just kind of like we're just gonna mess around and come up with something interesting.
It's it's kind of like Oliva. I feel like is comfortable with their portfolio. They just haven't done a good job recently of like releasing or really just talking about like an annual or limited release they have. But Oya does a good job of keeping the people aware of their past releases, and then also at the same time getting people to smoke new stuff.
And if they keep with form, you will be seeing, more vitolas of this. So
Yeah. Or and probably
Cigar
a couple
Ducatas
line
had it,
extensions.
Numero Uno had it, so.
Yeah.
um,
I would really like to see this in a smaller ring gauge format, actually, like a Corona Gorda or Lonsdale might be too
Lonsdale.
small.
Yeah,
Well,
or
the
small
Lonsdale might be too
Panatella.
small for this.
Small Pinto.
Panatella's still it's too skinny. Stop trying to make Panatellas happen, June. It's not going to happen.
Just do a Churchill.
There you go.
That's
You know what? This
man,
might be one of
Churchill's,
the.
I don't know, man. That's
This might
awfully
be
well
one of the
smoked.
few blends that might work in a Churchill.
It's a good. I mean, that or a double Corona. They could do a double Corona.
Ooh, girl.
And this,
Okay.
yeah, I'll
Yeah.
happily smoke like 2.5, 3 hours of this.
Hell yeah. Yep.
No,
Yeah. Word to the wise. If you're gonna make me smoke for 3 hours, smoke like this, not like normal 3-hour cigars.
Yeah. All right. If you just follow us catching this on YouTube, subscribe to us, but check out the full written review on the website, developmentpalace.com. Follow us on social media channels, and you catch all of our review recaps on podcasts, iTunes, Google Play, and Podbean. Thank you for tuning in. We'll catch you on the next one.
200.